Okay, so it's not really an early start, but it is a start to the day. It's about 9 o'clock. We're going to be bringing hay home from a farm that's about 15 miles away or so. And we just need to get it home because it's in one of those spots where if we start getting snow, we're not going to be able to get it home as easily as we can today. Now, there's about 500 bales there. 500 bales with 2 semis, an L8000, and a couple of wagons. It should come home pretty easy. So I'm going to do some footage with the drone today after I get everything where I need it to be. Okay, so most people that have drones play music when they're flying their drone. Now, this drone, I do not have the sound turned on as I'm flying because all you would hear is this bunch of pissed off hornets flying around, and that's just no good for, you know, the type of video that I want to do. You're gonna have to excuse the quality of this film right now because I am learning to fly this thing efficiently. So there's gonna be a lot of movement in the camera, not smooth movement in the camera, which is kind of just a learning curve for me. I'm just trying to get this all figured out so I can make the highest quality videos possible. And I also would like to, you know, set this to music. But right now, I think you're going to get the most out of this video if I'm just talking about what we're doing. Alright, so what you're seeing in the screen is my father loading the Western Star. We're pulling the old hay, or the first hay that we baled on this farm. You can see the transition in the color there between the old and the new. Now, the new hay was baled at about, or the second cut hay was baled at about, I want to say it was baled somewhere around 20% moisture, 20-25% moisture, and some of the bales on the outside rounds were ranging in that 35 to 40% moisture range, so that's why they fell over. You know, all it takes is one or two that are mushy on the bottom. Doesn't change the weight of them really, because as they steam out or become caramelized or whatever you want to call that, they just you know, they don't lose weight. They just kind of squish and get out of form from the heat. But anyway, you know, you can see from here, this angle, that they fell over. But anyways, there's about 500 bales on this farm, and you'll see that in a little bit as I fly down to the other pile that's down at the bottom of a very steep hill. And that's why there are 2 hay wagons there with 2 tractors, because as me, Carl, and Timothy are jockeying this hay home, Cody and Dad are bringing it up from down below. Here you go. There's the other pile that's down at the bottom. As you can see, there's around 300 and some odd bales there if you count them. You can pause the video or go back and recount them. Now, the drone is, I don't know, it's about 1,000 feet away from me at this point. And there's a creek there that divides those fields, and this line that goes down between this one field is actually a fence line that someone had put on there, They had cattle on these hills for years and years and years, but now this is owned by the county, so it's that fence line. I should push it out. I really should. And when I do get the 955 cat fixed and ready to rock and roll, I am going to push those fence lines out. There's several of them there that need to go. Yeah, so now I'm getting a little more comfortable with the drone, and I'm flying pretty quickly, and you can see me controlling the drone, and everybody else is standing around watching me control the drone. This production took all day yesterday, and we did not quite complete the task at hand. So today is Sunday, and I will be bringing home the next 150 bales out of the 500 plus bales that were down there altogether at this farm. So yeah, life is good here. I mean, we're just moving, and you know, there's things that you don't notice about your tractors until you get something that flies high, and that is the roofs on these tractors. The paint has come off from blistering heat. I mean, out in the sun. Now the 7810 obviously has a new roof on it. If I fly over that, you'll see that it's nice and green, but I don't remember whether I do or not. The Western Star with the clear drain air dryer system is working wonderfully. That truck is just, it's a powerhouse. Timothy's testing to see if it will hit him or not, which it will not. It will sense him in the way, and the controller will vibrate and stuff. So anyway, that's just the way this works. So we're loading out of this farm here. We're driving it about 15 to 20 miles back to the farm to sort out and stack up, as I said at the beginning of this video. So now I'm going with the skid steer, and yes, that is me running the skid steer, and just grabbing this hay and sorting and stacking it the way it needs to be set up for to go to the mushroom barns. Now, tops and bottom bales always go first. The mushroom barn knows this. They know that these tops and bottom bales are going to be wetter than the center bales, and come January they're going to say all tops and bottoms please, and that's what they tell us, so that they don't have an abundance of rotten hay in the spring. Now, I'm pretty fortunate that I have bought tarps over the years, and I tarp hay so that I don't have a lot of tops and bottom bales. And I can produce a higher quality load of hay for them, or a quality type of hay for them. There's no weeds in this hay, and now you can see Carl backing in with the next load as I kick the dirt off the trailer, and me and him go ahead and wind up the straps. Now this whole thing from me unloading and winding those straps,
I thought I heard a Sasquatch. I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure I did. I suppose he's doing over there. Hey, Tim.
Stop.
What you doing, Tim?
Stop.
What are you doing, Tim? Hey, Tim.
You.
Hey, Tim, where are you going to put these bales?
Right here.
Yeah, I missed a load, didn't I? I recorded one load, but I missed this load. Oh, wait, I missed that load on the other side. I unloaded that one, too. So, yeah. What do you got your pants down for?
My pajamas.
Oh, Sasquatch attire, right?
No.
Oh.
Insulated.
Insulated? What's the matter?
My legs get cold.
Legs get cold. It's not even cold. You're in a t-shirt and your legs are getting cold. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Didn't you pee there once?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right, Tomato. I'm going for round 2. Carl already took off with my truck.
Yeah.
And the drone.
Huh?
Where did you pass him at? Oh. Okay.
and I do like to be thrifty. You can see the shadow of the drone there next to Timothy. Oh, somebody's calling me. But I would like to talk about my drone. I got a lot of people saying that, oh, you paid way too much money for the drone. Well, the drone, the basic drone, was $1,400. Okay? I bought FPV glasses. I bought 2 extra batteries. I bought SD cards, and I also got the magic wand. The magic wand, which is a $250 item, thank you very much, plus the FPV. So by the time you add all of that up, you get to the $2,300 deal, as that's what it costs. So I'm sorry to say you don't have the same options on the drones that you're seeing at Amazon and everything else. They're just not there. I looked at Amazon, even though I'm not an Amazon member, but Teresa is. And she was like, oh my God, you're going to pay so much money for it. Well, I'm not really paying a lot of money for it. I'm paying for what I get, and you pay for what you get. I bought the 480 motors. There was a lot of upgrades that I got that you just don't understand, I guess. If you're going to buy the cheapest Typhoon H, knock your socks off. You can buy a cheaper model. That is an option. But as you can see, I'm actually getting better at filming Timothy, or filming with the drone. It is kind of difficult to get that close to Tim while he's doing this, and I am getting pretty close to trees and stuff, and you know, he's looking at the drone and messing up a little bit, which is kind of funny because he's laughing the whole time, as he is by far a better drone pilot than I am. Now, he hasn't flown this particular drone because, well, I don't know why. He just hasn't. He hasn't been around me while I've been flying it. And I think he's a little scared to wreck a $2,300 piece of equipment. And that's what it is. The other thing that someone asked me was, is this thing tax deductible for the farm? Well, it could be tax deductible for the farm, but it's not tax deductible for the farm. It's tax deductible for my YouTube business. because I am filming and animating, I'm filming my YouTube daily vlog, and yes, that is part of the camera system that I have for YouTube. So, as you can see, I'm going up to 400 feet. You can see the Peterbilt is out along the road, and you can see the different piles of hay. You may not understand why they're spread out the way they are, but I do. And I can't really explain it to you because I'm not the guy that did most of the sorting. But I do know the piles that I made and where I put the piles, they are there for a distinct reason. And yes, the tops and the bottoms are in one spot, second cut is in another spot, and old hay, or not old hay, but first baled hay is right there in the center of the screen right now. Those bales are, everything's separated out for a reason so that it gets on the load so that my moistures are proper. If I go in there with a 2% load of hay, and they'll only, a 2% load of hay is a 2% load of hay. I go in there with a 15 to 20% load of hay, I've maximized my load and my fuel economy, and I have gotten rid of some of the wetter bales, and they are, they're blended in there properly. Plus, it's good to get hay from different places than just to load out of one particular field, for the simple reason is it breaks down better in the mix, providing different types of nutrition for the mushrooms. Plus they test and sample this stuff like it's a woman at the gynecological exam, something silly like that. They just poke, prod, test, probe, prod, test, probe, prod, test, and and add what they need. So, as you can see, Dad is now loading Carl's truck, and I am long gone. I left my camera there. And here we go. This is a couple of trips later. You can see the hay that's on the top of the load has a darker color to it. And you'll see me grab these bales in random, kind of random, I guess. There, see, I'll grab that one. Those aren't top bales. Then I'll come back and I'll grab one with a top bale on it. You'll see me push those all forward, and then when I come back, I'll grab that one there that does not have top bales. Now I'll grab I dropped it, put the top bale back up, and then I'll set it up. I think I do that twice. I don't know. I did something silly twice. I might even have one of those on my roof before long. And they go into different piles to get me to where I need to be. So that just concludes the unloading of the hay, and I'm just moving my truck back, and I'm going to come kick off.
Alright, here comes the next load. So we watch Carl come in with the peat. Don't hit the skid steer. That'll work.
Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching my videos. I will be updating you soon enough with my trip to England and Wales and Scotland. I am going to be all over this island. I may not get to Scotland. I may end up in Wales. There is a town called Pandy in Wales, and very interested in going there. So, anyway, with that being said, yeah, thanks again. Please comment, rate, and subscribe if you like this video. If you don't, please leave a comment in the comment section if you don't like this style video. If you would much rather have music put to the drone footage or not. Thanks again.